What can you say about maybe the physicality that you guys played with? It seems that anytime Texas had a basket, you guys are right there and were able to respond on the other end.
That was the plan. We wanted to be aggressive. We wanted to play Tennessee basketball. We wanted to be able to make that statement the first round of this game, and I feel like we did a good job of that. We talked about it a lot in scout. We talked about it in the film room, making sure that we execute what we need to execute, and I think we did that on both ends.
You had a ton of emotion in the beginning, forcing those turnovers. What inspired that type of emotion from you?
This league is all about competitiveness, and I'm gonna compete regardless. But it's also about respect. I want the respect of being the best defender in the country, and I feel like I haven't gotten that, so I got to prove it even more during this tournament, and I will. That's the goal of mine. That's what I do, and I take pride in that. So showing that emotions, it was just a lot of letting go a lot of that and putting it out there.
That second half, you seem to have kicked it in the high gear. The team as a whole. What adjustments you guys make at halftime? What changed that second half?
Honestly, we just kept doing what we were doing. We know that the way we play, it wears on people, and people are excited. They're amped up in the beginning of games, but being able to sustain that for the amount of time that we play, it's tough. And we knew if we kept on doing what we're doing, if we raised the aggression up just a little bit more, we took better shots, get to the free throw line more, they were going to break at some point in time because we believe in our work. We believe that we're the hardest working team in the country, so we got to play like it.
I'm sure you'll be able to celebrate this for a little bit, but then it's on to the next game, Auburn tomorrow in the semis. What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Man, we want to lock them up, man. That's the whole deal. We know that we're a good offensive team. We know scoring is something that we can do, but you can't guarantee it buckets, every time down. So the only thing we can guarantee is defense, and we can guarantee rebounding, and that's what we plan on doing against Auburn. It's going to be a tough game. We love playing against tough teams, and it's going to be a classic for sure.
Shut down Trey Johnson. How are you guys able to do that this game?
Man, I spent a lot of time looking at film, spent a lot of time looking at shot charts, knowing what hand he wants to go to, knowing what shots he likes to get to. So the plan was just put me on him and to do what I do. And like I said, it sounds really confident, but I'm definitely confident in my ability. So that was the game plan from the jump, and I feel like I did a great job. But he's a great player, though. He really is.